Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Not be smart in Sanusi talk. The former Emir of Kano exposed Buhari's administration in no small way. Nothing for Buhari's administration. Nai Ganduje dethrone him, send him to exile, banish him to one village for the north there. Say me the guy not come outside until Erufai can say what nonsense. Can take the guy go Lagos, and things can happen for him. He was a former CBN governor as well, aside being the emir of Kano. And today, he's speaking about some of the rottenness that occurred or that happened in the Buhari's administration, and how all Nigerians must be aware that even an inexperienced boy owned a private jet under Buhari's administration. He said Buhari's administration was one of the most corrupt. I'm not the one saying it, to the northern elder is saying one of the most corrupt, one of the most, unspeakable, administration that have made Nigeria what it is today. And he's speaking. He said, this is really, really sad, and you cannot begin to imagine. He said these are some of the things that have been going on and have been happening. Well, my lovely, wonderful people, you cannot begin to imagine it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Even an inexperienced boy owned a private jet under Buhari's administration. Buhari destroyed Nigeria, reduced all that we are as a people, brought us to where we are today. Muhammad Sanusi II has said the former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari administration, destroyed the economy without any rescue. He destroyed it more than you can imagine. The former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, who stated this in a video message to Nigerians, he said, the level of exploitation on the system is unbelievable, adding that an inexperienced boy owned a private jet under the past administration. He said borrowing had crippled Nigerians' economy under the citizens, and you are urging the citizens to be patient with the current administration led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, why is Tinubu not probing? Now both of them the last show. Why is Tinubu not probing Bola? Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu not probing Buhari? Sanusi stated that some people wrote to him demanding that he speaks on the current situation going on in the country. He, however, said this is not the right time for him to speak on the difficulties Nigerians are experiencing. Sanusi said the last 8 years, Nigerians had a forced life. The government borrowed from within and outside about 30 trillion they borrowed and shared with themselves from the central bank, and all the revenue the country generated in the last few years couldn't even survive and service the debts. The debt servicing is now 100%. Government borrowed to service debts. No country can grow in this way. Time will come when one cannot borrow any more additional money, not to even pay the debts. This writing demands that we speak on the current situation the country is going through. This is not the right time for me to speak. I will speak in the right time. It was time, it is time now to drive and navigate this country in the most efficient way. The recklessness of the previous administration must be addressed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu if he says he wants to fight corruption, although he has not made that his primary goal. People refused to listen to us then when we advised and said that Buhari's administration was destroying the nation. They worked together, and anyone who speaks, they try to oppress such an individual. They did all they could, and currently you can see that Nigeria is currently experiencing a lot. The level at which Nigeria is going down financially, it will take a miracle to rescue the situation. But I would like Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address this situation and tell Nigerians on what side he really stands. Because if you say you want to solve the problem currently ongoing in the country, you have to first of all go behind, retract your step, and ensure that the right thing is done. Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows what Buhari did. The first thing is we should address this issue, and those people who have exploited the nation, some of them have this money with them. They should go ahead and retrace our steps and bring back this money into the nation first of all. But Buhari borrowed and has impoverished the nation in no small way. We cannot continue to allow this to go on. It is sad that these things are going on and nobody is speaking. So, my lovely, wonderful people, you can see now that everybody, is beginning to really ask, what exactly is going on here. Because as you can see, the issue has become a very serious one. Yes, the issue has become a serious one, and we cannot continue to allow the same thing to happen over and over again. Every time there is need for true transformation, every time there is need for the nation to rise up and for things to get better, people want to take advantage of it. People want to do whatever they can in order to destroy the nation. But we're not going to allow that to happen. We all know exactly where we are tending forward and what we are expecting. Okay, this will not actually, be a time where we will allow the same people over and over again to put us, shade us out of what is right and what is needed to move us, as a nation. We need to move, and we need to move now together, emphasizing the need for every single person to rise up. Every time that they keep lying to us and releasing statements here and there and there, saying this and that, it is time for us to really look at these issues and ensure that things are done currently and in a better way. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, you can hear your brother now telling you, he said, go and probe, Buhari, go and probe Buhari. It's even a blind person then in that administration, was right, you have a private jet, and it's because you have allowed them to thrive. Say the Buharis you are talking about, go and probe him. That they did, in fact, he said the borrowing of the country is now 100%. There is no room, there is no opportunity to borrow even any further. I said Tinubu must probe Buhari if he wants to tell Nigerians and he wants to be honest with leadership, that he wants transparency, he wants the nation to move forward. The way to advance is to ensure that we go back and ensure that we put things back in the right track. By the time things can be rightly placed in the right track, we can begin to move forward without any form of hindrances. So these are some of the things that have been discussed, saying that, we must go back and, ensure that the memory lane, and put things back in place so that we can begin to understand where we are headed. Well, my lovely people, these are some of the things that are going on. Not me talk on Sanusi the challenge and say Tinubu, go pro Buhari. Tell Nigerians what they really did happen. Then we can begin to, understand if really, this is what we want. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. This is what is going on, and every single person is beginning to understand it, and they were beginning to say enough is enough. So, my lovely people, what do you think? Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like or share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.